Hi guys. So doing a quick video on the London hard fork for Ethereum. The prices on the 4th were up a couple hundred for Ethereum, and what is the action going to look like tomorrow on August 5th, and a few other things. So I think maybe the first consideration would be will the miners be so irritated that they're losing Ethereum mining and they're having to migrate over to Ethereum CLASIC mining, which is going to yield them less money? Will they be so irritated with this whole change that they dump or short the market and cause a temporary dip in the market? So just want to sort of heads up on that possibility. There could be a short-term dip in the Ethereum market around that type of an issue. Overall, long-term, Ethereum is a lot stronger, especially if we calculate in the effect of Polygon Matic working with Ethereum. In all, I think RuPaul, I may be mispronouncing his name, but he predicts, he predicts that Ethereum is really, just a monster that's going to grow like crazy because of all the interconnections that Ethereum has. So Ethereum has such a massive ecosystem. They have such an incredible connection to all these applications and business partners that it's unstoppable, right? It's the premier cryptocurrency or crypto platform for building apps, and that's not likely to change. Where the miners will probably migrate to Ethereum CLASIC, and I have a big question mark on how that is going to affect the value and the price of Ethereum CLASIC. And I'll have to try to visit that on another video because I haven't really figured it out yet. But Ethereum CLASIC does move up with Ethereum, it moves down with Ethereum, not the same percent. Like, so Ethereum moves up by 6%. Ethereum CLASIC might move up by 1% or 2%. So it's not a direct correlation, but they're moving in the same direction. So long-term price prediction for Ethereum, and what's going to happen with Ethereum is, I think, all green lights. That if we have a short-term dip in the market, that will be a buying opportunity for a lot of us. So a lot of people will be holding some cash, okay, for the buying dip. And that buying dip could be precipitated by a stock market correction, by cyber hacking, by political upheaval anywhere around the world, political upheaval, and by all the money printing and inflation and all the fears that people have that are legitimate surrounding that. And whether or not we're going to be entering into an inflationary or possibly deflationary environment in the future. And I say possibly deflationary because Cathie Wood of ARK Investments articulates an argument for how we could be actually moving into a somewhat of a deflationary environment in the future, and I'll have to do another video on that as well. It's an unusual perspective, but I think there's credibility to that. It's possible that we could be dealing with that, with very low interest rates being a norm for the future, and a lot of other factors that could influence the market to enter into sort of a deflationary phase. So long term, Ethereum is, good to go, good to buy. I think the prices are going to go up probably, to 3,000. If we break the 3,000 and there's not a lot of bad press about taxation and regulation, then we could really have a swift upward movement for the Ethereum price. So there are all these pitfalls on the road, and the biggest pitfall that I see for Ethereum right now is government intervention. Right? They want to control it. They want to tax it. They want to track it. They want to regulate it. And what effect that's going to have on the value and the price of Ethereum and all the other cryptocurrencies is a question mark. But it's really not good when you have bureaucrats, sticking them, inserting themselves into a new economic paradigm like DeFi or even the NFT market, and the other markets will come out of cryptocurrencies as well, and it won't just be limited to NFTs and DeFi in the future. So that's the biggest problem that I see is a government interference, government, meddling, but with that said, I still feel that Ethereum, has got a great future. That if we have a hit in the price that is caused by stock market corrections or geopolitical events, or the Congress hacking away at cryptocurrency with taxation regulation, it's still the price is still going to be going up. I don't think that we're going to be looking at a market where Ethereum, for example, is going to go below 2,000, ever. And it's more trending towards Ethereum going to $3,000 very soon. And I think that it's possible we could be looking at a $10,000 Ethereum by January of 2022. So, what and part of what influences that growth, I feel, is going to be institutional adoption. Institutional adoption of Ethereum, I think, is going to be really big now that we've had the hard fork. The hard fork has to prove itself that it's functioning and that it doesn't, need a tune-up. If it does need a tune-up, I'm sure that it's going to get one, and it'll be. If they have problems, those problems will be fixed. But it'll have a Polygon Matic will be around to help deal with all of the demand for Ethereum. Before ADA Cardano gets their smart contracts, Ethereum's going to be the big player, and without really much competition. I mean, Solana is there, and a couple other, but Ethereum is super dominant right now as a platform. So I think that it looks like a green light to buy Ethereum and to watch out for a possible short-term dip in Ethereum that could last anywhere from 1 day to maybe 5 days. It could be the miners shorting Ethereum, or it could be problems with the hard fork that have to be recoded, things have to be fixed, causing that doubt and that fear to influence the price. So that's what it's looking like right now. As for Bitcoin, it's just a completely different thing. It's a different asset, and I don't like to really talk about them together. I'm hoping that we're going to be coming into a period of time in the next maybe 9 months where Ethereum separates itself regarding price action, so that when Bitcoin is affected, Ethereum will be much less affected by swings in the valuation of Bitcoin. So that's it for this video, and see you guys in the next video.